and maybe 2 people will compete and we'll make a little bit of money. Well, that was an absolute failure. Processing. This is car number 2 in the 100-mile yard sale. Car number 2. Taking pictures. Reagan's already done all the shipping for Commonwealth.com. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, welcome to the Commonwealth cabin. What you don't know is that I haven't actually filmed in like 6 days. I had 0 voice whatsoever. You'll see some videos coming out on the Commonwealth Picker channel where I don't have much of a voice. But in here, I do a ton of talking. I guess I talk out there a lot too. I do want to talk about one topic today, and then we have a ton of sales. 54 sales going out of here. Just under $1,800. We won't do them all, but we have to do a bunch because we're behind. I've got to get this shipping done because we got to start listing. We got tons of stuff coming in from the 100-mile yard sale, and I'm excited to get those videos out to you as well. We had a bunch of people down, and I've got a special video coming up that I'm going to tell you about as well. But the topic of the day is my worst sale ever on eBay, and I'll explain in just a minute. Let's take a look. First sale of the day went to a viewer. If I can get the right drawer, I'm going Philly Flipper. Oh, messed up. Part-time pickers. Yep, there it is. This was a disappointment that ended well. Some Pokemon movers, from their pewter ones, from the Pokemon Monopoly game. And those actually have 2 different kinds of movers, depending on which one you get. And somebody will say there's 3 or 4 different types, which there may be, but I only find these 2 types. And these movers right here, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them went for 20 bucks. Went to Landon, and Landon says he is a new viewer to the show, and he really enjoys it. And he really enjoyed seeing Sal the Hedgehog. So thank you, Landon. We appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy them. Next item is an item that I picked up just purely on a whim because I thought they looked cool. I had never sold them before, had never seen a bolo before, but I'm like, these things are going to sell. I'm going to have to put a picture of them. I think there's 12 total of these shad juice, maybe. This is appropriate for his drawer because this is the kind of thing he would like. So these are like 90s vending machine stickers, like rock and roll motorcycle kind of stickers. And these we picked up down in Raleigh, and these sold, believe it or not, for $40 plus shipping. Remember these? You used to get them out of those vending machines and little things, and you'd open them up. I'm not going to show them to you here. I'll have to put a picture up because I don't want to put it all back together, but I saw those, and he was ready to give them away. Matter of fact, the other stuff I bought didn't make me nearly as much money as what he wanted to give away. And I think I ended up paying a little bit for them anyways. But $40 for those plus shipping. Picked a bunch of these Dave Matthews, like guitar sheet music, vocal music stuff. And Before These Crowded Streets. And we paid next to nothing. They didn't sell for a lot, but $10 plus shipping for like maybe a quarter or something like that. 50 cents max. Another sale that wasn't high price, but it was cool, and I paid next to nothing again. Maybe $1. I saw this one, and I'm like, yeah, we'll go ahead and sell it. And surprisingly, I didn't see any of these on eBay. And it is Disney Magic Kingdom Club. Yeah, 1987. It's got a little stain on it, though. See right there. Actually, a few of them. Not too bad, but it's not great. This is my favorite part. This bag property of. How cool is that? Just a little giveaway for those who are in that club, I think. And it's so I think out the door under 23 bucks, 22 something. Pretty light too. And this one went to a viewer, Chris. I think you got a terrific buy right here. That thing's pretty cool. You might even be able to resell that for more. I think you could put it up there since I didn't see many out there, and you might get somebody to come by and buy it. Long-time viewer, first-time buyer. You have been a big inspiration and a driving force behind me starting my own YouTube channel, Mook's Treasure Trove. Starting my reselling business on eBay. Never wanted to deal with shipping, but you showed me it really isn't that bad. So awesome. Thank you very much, Chris, and I hope you enjoy it. One more sale, and then we're going to get to that one that, well, I screwed up on. But this one's cool. Didn't screw up on this one. It came from our massive clean out of 8 tracks. We bought it all, something like that, over there on Commonwealth Auctions channel. And this is just an empty case, one of the faux leather ones. We had to get rid of a few of those, but most of them were able to sell. It's got the key with it. This one holds 18, I think. There you go. And that one sold for $25 plus shipping. Okay, here's the next sale. And this is the topic for the day. The worst sale I've ever had on eBay. And I'll have to read this to you because it was bought by a viewer. So a viewer can take credit for the worst buy I've ever, the worst sale I've ever had on eBay. So who do we have here, by the way? Joe Cocker, Best of the Beach Boys, Grateful Dead, Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits, Bob Dylan, and another Bob Dylan. So it's a strange lot, and there's a reason why I put it together. And this is what led to the poor sale. First, let me read the message here. Hannah. She says, Kevin, enjoy watching your channels. How about throwing in some more history lessons? So I didn't really give a history lesson, but I'm going to talk for just a second at the end of the video, somewhere in the video, about the Berlin Wall. Might be a history lesson of sorts for some people. And it says Hannah, but it's not. It says Vincent. It's signed. The message is signed Vincent in Kansas City. So Vincent, congratulations. You got a great deal, and I'm losing money on it, and I want to tell a story. So after fees, shipping on this one, because we got to put it in a box, and a little bit of cost, tiny bit of cost in buying these because they came in that giant lot. We're going to probably, it's going to be close to breaking even, but it's more than likely going to lose maybe a dime on it. So this is something I should have never, well, first of all, I should have never put it together. But because I put it together, I guess I should not have listed it as an auction. And I have a video about this, and it's a common question I get, and I broke one of my own rules, I guess. But I thought maybe it would work. So I'm putting together all these lots that make sense. A huge Elvis lot, an Elton John lot, Beatles lot, a lot of 8-tracks that were made by the people who were in the Beatles, but weren't actually Beatles 8-tracks. And then I did this one because they were left in my car. They had fallen out of a box. And I'm like, they don't fit with anything. I had filled my boxes to the top for all of my big giant lot auctions. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm like, do you know what? I'm just going to put this out as an auction. And maybe somebody who's buying the other auction lot will buy this one. And maybe 2 people will compete and we'll make a little bit of money. Well, that was an absolute failure. So this is definitely something. And none of them are worth very much on their own anyways. But this is definitely something not to do an auction on. I rarely do auctions unless I want people to do their research. So I didn't want to look up every single 8-track on all those lots. I'm just going to put them all out there. Some of the lots went for next to nothing. Some of them went for a bunch of money. Way more money than I thought they'd go for. And one went for $140. I'm like, I had no idea it was going to go for that much. And I didn't want to do that research, but there had to be some good ones in there. But in a lot this small, the likelihood that there's something good, shoot, I could have looked them up. So for those of you who are new to reselling, and I want those of you who aren't new to chime in with the kind of things you do auctions with. But for me, we rarely do auctions. I think maybe overall in the course of a year, maybe 2 to 3%, maybe, are auctions. Buy it now is the way to go. But I want to know from those of you out there who do run a lot of auctions, what do you run them on? And why do you run them on those things? I don't often tell you this in the videos, but sometimes there's hours between clips, which is what just happened right here. And I know, or you probably could figure it out because things have changed around a little bit. When I came back here, all this stuff was sitting here. And this was all cleared off. And I'm like, what's going on? Blue Ridge Mama came in and took a bunch of pictures here. So she took Reagan to practice. I took Turner to practice. When I was at practice, she was here. And then when I drove home, she drove back to pick up Reagan. A lot of you folks know all that complexity out there. If you have kids, of course. All right, let me see. USA ones. These are the ones that are all folded up. There they are. Got to get 5 of these out of here. Takes a while to flatten them out a little bit when we put them in the package, but they're selling okay. So another lot of 5 for $10. It's not a whole bunch of money, but we're into them for nothing. So we make a little bit of, $5 a piece every time we sell a lot. Got this little guy at the Highway 127 sale last year. No, I didn't. I got this at Cincinnati. I was with Matt, Part-Time Pickers, and Eric that day. And grabbed that guy right there for, I think, $3. And I just had a great conversation with the guy, so I wanted to buy something off of him. It really wasn't worth a ton. A River Runt Spook, maybe? I think a viewer told me that I had it mislisted to begin with, and then they gave me the right word, so I stuck it in there. Sold for $14 plus shipping. Just mentioned this guy the other day, and it's sold, and I do not think it's to a viewer. If it is, I'll say thank you to Don, but I don't think it is. And it's a puzzle place. We bought a bunch of these, and a bunch of them sold super fast. And this one didn't sell, and I couldn't quite figure out why. But at any rate, this one sold for $10 plus shipping, and I'm glad it's finally finding a new home. You've been lonely without your buddies, haven't you? Had to dig for these for a minute or two here. They were near the bottom. Some boys' bluefin shoes, nothing amazing. Paid $1, sold for $10 plus shipping. And some True Religion jeans, and those are ones right there. These sold for $29 plus shipping. The next one, I have to show some love to Blue Ridge Mama. She broke the rules, but it paid off. She went to Goodwill, and she got a couple of great things, and I think they're both here, but one of them might be back there. I know this one sold. Shawn Michaels one sold, and that one right there sold for, no, I'm not sure. Let me find the other one, and then I'll tell you. Well, here it is. So this is Triple H. And there's two of these Triple H's. I don't remember. I'll have to look because we listed them separately. Whenever you have, new in box, but the condition of the box is different, I don't do multi-quantity most of the time. I think this one was 30. This one was 50 plus shipping. So that's pretty darn good. I think she paid $4.99 a piece, and there were 4 of them. 3 have now sold. There's one back there, and I'll have to double check, make sure that the right one is right here, and I think this is it. So that's pretty good right there. We've got an Animan sale. I haven't done this, and man, it's been a long time. But we've got one up now, so we're trying to do one a week. We're down to probably 85 maybe, I think, ish, something like that. One a week. We'll be doing this for at least into 2023. This one was bought by Michael, and he's got a little sarcasm in his message. He writes the message like he's writing it to Dave, NC Picker, NC Flipper. He says, Dave, I'm a huge fan. Why is Commonwealth Picker so mean to you? Which is ridiculous. It's probably well, any rate, here we go. I've learned a great deal from, now he's talking to me, from Commonwealth Picker and Commonwealth Flipper. So I appreciate that very much, and he leaves a wonderful message. I really do appreciate that as well. And he's getting back into reselling, and he says his kids want him to start a YouTube channel, and he needs the stickers for the drawers. So that's awesome. So thank you, and I hope he gets things moving for you. All right, Sophie has Turner has a sale. You just got back from practice. I can tell you're like overheated here. I can tell you're like hot. Yeah, okay. All right, you got your Vans on and everything. What do you have there? What kind of animal is that?
A dolphin.
It's a dolphin, isn't it? And I think it's a SeaWorld dolphin. Let me look real quick. Look at that. Yep, there it is. It's an old SeaWorld dolphin. That's a vintage one. Picked that up for $1. And do you know what? Can you make the sound like a dolphin? Oh, you're going to press the button. I mean, can you make a dolphin sound? That's pretty tough, huh? Doesn't something do that in SpongeBob, make a dolphin sound?
A dolphin.
A dolphin makes a dolphin sound?
And SpongeBob and Patrick.
Do they? Mm-hmm. Okay. Any rate, that right there sold for $13 plus shipping. Yeah, not too bad, right? Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
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 Well, this is a first. Oop. Joppy changed his mind. What in the world? I traded Turner and a dog for these cats. They snuck in. Oh, there goes No Name. Pepper's going to stay with me, though, aren't you? Bye. Somebody bought, let's see, 5 of the 6 ET pins. I just went and pulled them. They're in different locations. That sounded like a Sophie scratch, not a Pepper scratch. Sophie's back for more. Oh my goodness. You're funny. So these 5, there's one more that they didn't buy, but it's the one I call ET and Drag. But these sold all together, $34 plus shipping. These are true vintage, by the way. Thank you to Ivan. You know, there's a time a couple years ago when I just stopped picking up Vera Bradley, but it seems to be selling. We had a ton of it last summer, and I think this is the last one I have. Now, I'm not saying go out there and buy all this Vera Bradley. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you can get it for like $1, it's probably worth picking up. I think this is the right one. This one sold for $14.50 plus shipping, and it has a tiny bit of fading. It's not too bad. So $1 into $14.50, you know, you make around a $10 profit on it. Almost missed it. That one went to a viewer. Went to Kimberly. Kimberly, thank you. She says she's a subby. of all the channels, no, of your channel, I guess is this one. Are you a subby of the Commonwealth Picker channel, Commonwealth Auctions? So thank you. She says she's not a reseller, but she loves going to thrift stores and garage sales. And just want to thank us for the content. So thank you, Kimberly. We appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the bag. Sophie, we sold some men's golf gloves. Do you care, or are you just waiting for a treat? Huh? Are you waiting for a treat? I think, let's see here, medium, regular. These are the funniest sized gloves. There's like medium, large, regular, medium, cadet, medium, large, large, extra large. This crazy stuff. I think it's, here it is right here. 3 of these. Medium, regular, left men's. 3 of those. $39 plus shipping, $38 plus shipping, something like that. Sold some American Eagle shorts, and it's not something I look out for, but if you find a whole bunch, there's 2 lots here. Let me see. I think this one. It's a lot of 4. If you find a whole bunch and they're just charging like 50 cents an item or a quarter or maybe even $1, and they're all the same size and they're all in good shape, it's worth picking up. And that's what happened here. Oh, I hear a pepper scratch now. So these, you know, you figure you pay $4, put them all together, snap a picture, $36 plus shipping. I think it's definitely worth it. Now that we are here, I almost forgot to give a thank you to Robin. Robin, thank you for getting plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table over there on CommonwealthPicker.com. And I'm wondering if they'll fit in there. Y'all, have you, well, I'll tell you what, I might make a video about that. There's a couple of different techniques. There's 3 of them actually, to get very large items into these bags. And well, I might make a video. I'll tell you the easiest one. Well, there's 2 easy ones. I'll do it real quick. You take one of these bags and you first put it in one of these bags, and then you suction all the air out of it. You just squish it down and just compact it like crazy. And then you slide it in, because those things are a little slippier. Those things are a little slippery, or is that right? What am I talking about? Those things are slippery. Holy moly. And the second thing you could do is just cut a little slit right there. Then it allows you to put things in there without having all that air stopping it, because there's no way for it to get out the side. So just cut a little slit right there and then put a little piece of tape over it. When you're done, there's one more way as well. Let's just say it involves a blow dryer. I think the worst thing I ever did was start keeping treats out here for y'all. You just won't leave me alone, will you? All right, what do I got? What am I? Oh, Tupperware. What do you know? This one's sold to a viewer, Anne Marie. Let's see if I can grab it. I know where it is because I saw it earlier, but yeah, I think I can get it. This one's the toughest bin to get things out of. See, can't even get it. It's right there. This is a divided Tupperware bowl. If you ever see these, this is the newer kind. They sell in lots really well, but they'll sell by themselves for $9 plus shipping. So, you know, 50 cent buy, $9 plus shipping. Might be worth it for some crazy people like me. Thank you, Anne Marie. Now, Anne Marie, she says she's been watching the show for 4 years, but really you've been watching it for 3 years, because I think we're either on or coming up to our 3-year anniversary. Started in May of 2019. So anyway, thank you for the support for so long. I recognize your name. I really do appreciate it. Love all the great info. I'm doing Mercari, the Mercari thing rather than the eBay thing. She says it works for her. Hey, Mercari definitely has its upsides. It doesn't have the big audience, but it does have upsides. Maybe try Flyp. I don't know. What do you think? How many of y'all haven't signed up for Flyp yet? Go down there and check it out, try it out. I've been getting some feedback, mostly positive, but I have had a few people say, holy moly. Did Pepper just jump up there, y'all? She's in trouble. Anyway, links down below if you want to give it a shot. It's free. Sold another piece of Tupperware, and it's a shaker. And these sell for around 15 bucks. Some of them can sell for a little bit more. It should be in this bin. Right in the front. There you go. And, you know, they got to be in good condition. Got to be able to see the numbers and all that. But 15 bucks. So let's just, if I paid $1 for that, it's around a $7 profit. Should give you an idea if it's worth it to you or not. So, you know, not too bad. Easy shipper too. Sold a Bible. Sold one of those free Bibles. The Facebook page had a 5-minute video about all those free Bibles come out the other day. So I had a new round of hate coming towards me. But I will say over there on Facebook, a lot of people were They were arguing with each other more than they were yelling at me for selling a free Bible. So anyway, this is the Holy Bible with the Apocrypha, which I could talk about forever, and the church councils and all the stuff that happened in, well, depending on the century, I suppose, but a lot of it in the 4th century, deciding what's going in the Bible, what's not going in the Bible. And it has a bunch of Bibles that you, or a bunch of books that you might not recognize because they weren't accepted into the canon. So anyway, there you go. That is $13. I think it's going out medium mail shipping. There's a little bit of profit in it. Had surprisingly a lot of people critical of me buying those fanny packs the other day. They're like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's multiples of them. I gotta remember what the heck I did with the fanny packs. Thought I put, maybe they're down here. Remove these candles. It's a purple fanny pack. We sold these quick, y'all. Yeah, there's not a ton of profit in them, but when you're making like $8, $9 a piece, because some of them are new. This one's, well, they're all new, but this one didn't have tags, so it sold for $16. But man, it's hard to pass up that quick, easy money, and especially for a fanny pack. I mean, I'm kind of partial to them, you know. $16. And we sold a video game, and this one just reached my threshold for selling video games. I really try not to list a video game unless it's going to go for at least $10. That's what this one went for. So PS4, Watch Dogs 2. $10 on that one. Looks like I may have missed 2 thank yous, so let's start with Jacob, Granite State Picker. Not sure if this is from your newest picker video. It was when you bought it. Purple is my favorite color, and it's almost yard sale season in New Hampshire. Boy, when it's almost yard sale season up there, the Granite State. See, I wish Turner was in here. I could give him a little lesson. Thank you for your videos and helping me with reselling. My store name is Granite State Picker. So thank you very much, Jacob. And also to David, and David's been around the channel a long time, always supportive. Thank you, David. He says the last yard sale video was amazing. He says he wants all of the Adidas in all of those colors that were sitting in the chair. What size, he says. I didn't see them listed yet. It's because most of them aren't listed yet, but some of them will be in the next few days. We've been really, really busy. We were hosting a ton of people for the 100 mile yard sale. So anyway, thank you, David, and hopefully we'll get them listed soon. All right, y'all, just one sale in here, and I'm gonna do the ending of the video in here today, which I don't normally do. Thank you, by the way, for bearing with my voice. I appreciate it. It's been a rough week to say the least, but we've had a bunch of folks in town, some friends of ours, friends of mine, some picker friends, and we had a great time at the 100 mile yard sale. Thank you all for coming. Y'all know who you are. I appreciate it. You'll see a lot of them on the picker channel over the coming weeks. You'll see them mixed in there, and then we'll have some sales without them, and it's just going to be a good time and just amazing pickers. I'm just in awe of these people a lot of times. So yeah, even Paul, Philly Flipper, amazing picker. There, I said it. Hopefully y'all tell him I said that. Okay, this one is apricot. Is it apricot or apricot? Which one? I'm gonna say apricot. Breeze, cheek color, $11 and change over on Bonanza. Really is amazing. No name comes in here now, isn't it?
He's a big love monster.
A big love monster? He's big, all right. Look at that fat cat, boy. A tiny little skinny thing when we saved him. Now you're just chunky.
You used to eat Brussels sprouts, huh?
Okay, what you got?
Dawn got a gray CWP shirt. Christine got an Enema Man, and Jessica also got an Enema Man.
Couple Enema Men, and they've been flying out of here lately. People need to get their eBay stores moving, I guess. I don't know. How are sales out there? I don't know. Bad sales. People buy these to get good sales. So. Anyway.
I think I hear Pepper too.
Yeah, I think she's out there too.
Come here, Mommy.
I don't think she's ready. See, I'm just in here.
Oh,
all right. Boy. Can she say something? Can she say, or can he? I say she. It's a he.
Yeah.
Huh. Can you say don't forget to get your? No, you can't do it. But Reagan can.
Don't forget.
Maybe you can.
Don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
All right, y'all, check this out. This came from Travis, Bartermania. He's always been very, very generous to us and kind to the channel. Thank you, Travis. He appeared in our, what was the name of that video? You might want to be a reseller part 2. So thank you, Travis. I think you were in a dumpster or something. Haiti. Look at that. That's a little beat up, but I love it just like that. We definitely don't have a tag from Haiti. And he put, look at this. He took the Enderman with him. I mean, that is awesome. Travis, thank you very much. And oh, look at this. Couple of Bitcoins. Not really, but, you know, I guess real, fake Bitcoins, if you know what I mean. He knows I like NFTs a little bit. All right. This right here is a piece of the Berlin Wall. And, you know, well, I used to put you know, AP is kind of tough. And you have to know like 6 things in order to get a question right without actually knowing the question. And I used to put a question like this on my tests in the Cold War era. And, well, the test wasn't in the Cold War era. The tests were, you know, within the last 15 years, but it was about the Cold War era. And I'd put a picture of the Berlin Wall on it with graffiti. And I'd ask them, you know, which side of the wall is that? Is that the western side or the eastern side? And they're like, well, we never talked about this. And I'm like, hey, think about it. You know, if there's graffiti on the wall, it is the western side. Because if you got close enough to put graffiti on the eastern side of the wall, you were usually not going to be breathing very much longer. So anyway, unless, of course, it was after 1989, the fall. What is it, November? Boy, I might not be embarrassed if I messed it up. 9th, I think. I was like 12 in a hotel room in Reno, Nevada. Biggest little city in the world, I believe. Anyway, that is very cool. Thank you. And this is absolutely amazing. And this is from Bob. I think it's right here. Look, I'm just going to plug I guess that's the eBay store, right? Buster's Bargain Outlet. Doing this stuff, you should be on Etsy too. Awesome story. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but maybe I'll pause it you can pause it for a second, but watching people like Josh, Harry Tornado, Troy, Mount My Treasure, Kayla, the homeschooling picker. Look, doesn't have Dave's name in there, so you got good taste. Anyway, this is absolutely amazing. I can't believe I asked my wife to buy me a mouse pad because I got another computer. She's like, we need a mouse pad for. I'm like, I need one more. And I actually don't have one down here, but I rarely use the mouse. I'm going to use one down here. How cool is this? So cool. And this is, I mean, this is going to go in that new cabin when we get it. Thank you so very much. Y'all go check. This is a great story. And didn't ask for shout outs, didn't send links or anything like that. But I'm going to give them one. There it is right there. Buster's Bargain Outlet. Go check them out. How cool. Very thankful for that. Hit me up with an email too. I got a question for you. When I see merch like this, I see opportunities, you know.